Good morning-ish. Well, it's not morning for you because I moved my videos back to later. I think it's actually even the latest that I've ever had on. I don't know. Anyways, good whatever when you're watching this. I've had such... Why you want to start? I've had a very slow start to the day this morning. It's just one of those days. So you just don't have no energy and don't want to get nothing done. But I'm the kind of person, when I have a lot of stuff I need to get done, I can't fully relax. Like, I cannot just sit and do nothing because I just can't do it. Especially, even if I don't have a to-do list, my brain is always like, there's something else you could be doing. Violet? What was I saying? Oh, I just don't feel like doing anything today. Yesterday I had like a brain overload and it was just not a great day. Well, it ended up being okay. It ended actually pretty good. We had some family come visit. Well, they came for a purpose, but they came and visited, and they brought their little girl, and she's so sweet. She's just a little bit older than Violet. It's actually John's nephew, but it seems so weird to me to call him my nephew because he's only like 6 months, almost exactly 6 months younger than me. But that's just part of John's mama having kids for a very long time. She had 15 kids total. And so, you know, she had babies for a long time. Good morning. And John is the baby boy of her children. She's got one girl younger than John. So she had kids for multiple years. So some of those kids was grown by the time John was born. And so he has, you know, he has nieces and nephews like his age and younger. So it's really weird. But anyways, what was I saying? Obviously he has them younger. I think you knew what I was trying to get at there. Anyways, it's his nephew. And I don't have a problem calling the nieces and nephews that came along after I did. I don't have a problem calling them nieces and nephews, but the ones that are older than me or my age, it feels really weird to think of them as my niece or nephew, if that makes sense. So it's really weird for me to think about her daddy being my nephew. I mean, it is by marriage, but they all count the same to me. So it's really weird to think that her daddy's my nephew, and I don't see him as my nephew. Even the kids see him as, they see him as John's brother, even though they know that it's not John's brother. But anyways, I have a hard time seeing him as my nephew. However, his daughter, I see her as my niece. So she would be our great niece, and I see her as our niece. So anyways, they came over yesterday and we just hung out with them for just a little while, and we got to enjoy her presence. Yeah, it was fun to have her around. But that's a very long way of saying yesterday the day started with very much overloaded and just overwhelmed. And then today, I'm like the complete opposite of that. I'm like just numb. Maybe the overload from yesterday numbed me today. It's also got a lot to do with hormones. Because, you know, it's just, I don't understand why the Lord felt the need to put so much pressure internally and externally on the mama. Okay, why is womanhood so hard? In so many stages of life. Like, as soon as you just hit puberty, it's all uphill. Can't say downhill because downhill's easy. It's all uphill from there. And so it's just a lot, you know, it's a lot. Like, maybe he done it because he knew that we need the strength in life. And I feel that and I understand that, but I don't always appreciate that. And this is one of those times where I don't really appreciate that. You know, we're not too happy about it. But anyways, it is what it is. And it comes with its good, that's for sure. But anyways, I need to get up and get some stuff done. Kim texted me earlier and she's like, I just got some laundry switched over. No, she texted me and said she'd got a load of laundry started. And I was like, that reminds me, I need to get mine switched. So maybe that'll get the ball rolling. I have edited this morning and I done a half of a workout because my heart just wasn't in it. And I was like, not today. So I literally just got up and walked away. So anyways, it's just one of those days. okay? And it is what it is, and it's just, you gotta power through and push through it, because they're not all gonna be like that. I'm not gonna say tomorrow won't be like this. It might even be worse, okay? Tomorrow might be a day where I'm just like emotional, because if you know this roller coaster, you know what I'm talking about. But you know, it's not always gonna be bad. Not that it's bad, I'm just metaphorically, things aren't always going to be bad. Things always get better, and so you just got to push through, even the moment you don't want to. Because I really just want to. I look like I got makeup on, and like my face is brown. Is it the shadow? Maybe. Anyways, maybe you don't even see it. A lot of times I call stuff out and then I'll just edit it, and I'm like, there's nothing even there going on, and so I take it out of the video. Anyways, yeah, I gotta get the laundry switched around, and then I'm going to go out and deep clean the vehicle for this weekend. I don't want to, but Violet her seat is pretty messy, and it's not dirty, but it's got crumbs in it, okay? You know, she's a toddler. And the other day she was picking little crumbs of something, I don't know what it was, like puffs, out of her car seat and trying to eat it. So I think that means it's time to clean it. So we're gonna go out and probably pull her car seat out, even though I hate taking her car seat out. Deep clean the entire vehicle. Just if we go on little trips, even if it's a day trip, I like the vehicle to be clean, just so we can dirty it up. Circle it off. But anyways, I'm gonna get the laundry switched around, and then I'm gonna go out and tackle the vehicle. It's a pretty decent day for that. I think it's only like 70 degrees at the moment. I don't know what the temperature's supposed to be today, but nonetheless, we're gonna go out and try to get it done. And maybe that'll be the little bit of push that we need to get the day going, finished, complete. I don't know. I've done stuff. Like, I feel like I haven't done stuff. But now sitting here talking to you, well, I've done two things. Well, one and a half. Have a workout. Edited. I did make my intro and outro for Vogtober, and then edited the first video. And we got more editing to do later. So I also need to get my Bible study done, because this morning wasn't a live Bible study. I usually join like Purpose of Hope Bible studies, and she does it on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays typically. And so the other days I do through the week. Through the weekend I don't really get to do an allotted long Bible study time, because Violet is here and you can't do things like that too well with a toddler, and she gets up early. She typically wakes up with me. So nonetheless, I still need to sit down and spend some time in my Bible, because I know how I am, and if I let more than a few days go without doing it, I'll start slipping into not doing it and prioritizing things over it, and that's not what we want to do. So we got a few things we're going to get done today, and we're going to do it together. Hopefully. See. Talked to Violet and Kim for a while. I was getting the vehicle cleaned out, and then I got it clean, swept, but I used the leaf blower because it's just easier that way. Use the leaf blower, and that cleaned out all the crevices and whatnot. So we got all that done. Now we're just gonna swipe down a little bit of the surface areas, I guess. This is all useless, but it just makes me feel better. And if I'm going to be in the car for a long amount of time, it needs to be done anyway. It's just a good excuse. But if I'm going to be done in the car for a long amount of time, I like to get it nice and clean. Which I always cleaned it out before, like, we go on trips or whatnot. Even if it's just like a couple hours down the road, or even an hour. If I just know we're going to be doing something, I do try to clean it out. But it's been a hot minute since I you know, deep cleaned it. So, well, that's what we're doing here. Just getting everything nice and wiped down. Final step here. I'm just cleaning off the floorboard things. I'm not expecting them to get super clean because that's where our feet go, you know. Nolan always got stuff everywhere. But I just want to kind of wipe them off because they have got a little bit of sticky stuff here and there. And then we're going to call it good because I don't want to be out here doing this. Like, I took my stuff in the house and sat down and I was like, I don't even want to get up. So nonetheless, we're going to get it finished and then I'm going to go in the house and make me iced coffee because I really want one of those. And that's my little treat, my reward for getting this done. It wasn't super bad. We're just gonna lay here in the seat and have a chat. It wasn't super bad because it's not been that long ago since we cleaned out the trash in here because trash gets built up in here. We have a trash can, but stuff just still ends up in the floor. That's just how it works. But it wasn't terrible. I think we just had a little bag of trash. Got that out and mostly just needed to clean the seats and like under Violet's seat. And then we got the vehicle deep cleaned, which was on my definitely get done to-do list this week. So we're gonna call that a win. Alright, so I really want to make some cookies and I have planned on it this week, but I thought about it today just in case some family comes back over because there's a chance they might. I don't know the plan. I would like to share cookies with them. I've shared cookies and cake pops with them and they seem like they did enjoy those. So I thought about doing cookies again in case they came over. But if they don't come over, somebody has to eat all those cookies. And it would most likely be me, and that's a lot. So, even though I could justify it by running tomorrow. So there's that. Might make the cookies tomorrow. And then I also thought if I do them Thursday night or Friday, if I do them on those days when we go to get Violet, I can share with them, with Jonathan and Kim. So, I'm not sure. I'm not making them today though, even though I really want them. So we're going to settle for a quick coffee using this gold. It's okay, it's pretty good. But the espresso machine is still so much better. But I think we're down to like 2 pods and I need to order some more. And I'm nice. And I'm going to save those for Lily and make up our espresso. And then I'm going to add some of this ℏ𝕨 sauce. Somebody told me to buy this. I think they told me to buy it for coffee. Maybe it's for the Witch's Brew dupe thing that I shared. Either way, it's delicious. It's pretty much caramel, but it's like thicker and just creamier. Perfect for coffee. So we're going to make this real quick, and then I want to get my stuff and go out and do a porch Bible study and just relax for a little bit before I got to get other stuff done around here. So I got our water. You could just do this with milk or half and half or something too. And then I'm just going to do 1 heaping tablespoon. And then put a little bit of this in here just to give the espresso a little bit of flavor. Not flavor, sweetness. It does add flavor though, technically. And then just like down the sides of the cup with the ice already in it, because I've noticed it doesn't matter. It just runs anyways. Gonna do that. Give that one more mix. And this is the point where you could be good and use a protein shake. But I'm just going to use Fairlife milk. I mean, it's got more protein than normal anyways. 1 cup has 13 calories. I mean, that'd be great. 1 cup has 13 grams, so still better. And then we're going to top it off with just a little bit of the extra. Mixed up here. See if it needs anything else. Gonna do more milk. A little bit more for show. good. We're going to go out and sit down and have our little Bible time and read and whatnot.
As always, remember to show grace, be content, and live blessed. Bye, friends.